What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach. In this video, excuse me, it's time to talk about Volt Inu. So it's been a little while since we've talked about Volt, and we, of course, have talked about them on the channel, one of the premier community tokens out there right now. Along with SHIB and a few others, Volt is within that category of, having true potential to be a big community coin or token player for years to come. Now, they've got a combined 50,000 holders across the Ethereum and Binance side of things. They've got a market cap of about 50 million, give or take. They've been as high as 250 million. Just late April is when they hit those all-time highs. So there have been plenty of great days already for Volt, but they plan to have many more. We're going to talk about some of the new things they have coming, including a new way to burn. They haven't given a ton of details, but they want to continue to have new burn mechanisms, more centralized exchanges, and where they are on that front. And then also, most importantly, new utilities. And we're going to revisit their website a little bit, tell everybody a little bit about Volt and what their plan is for the future to provide new utilities. Let's not forget what Shiba Inu did. They built a huge community first, and they let the community drive the narrative, and then they let them collectively and their dev team come up with what they actually wanted to do with the project. I think something similar could happen here with Volt Inu. They are building the community first, and then now they are starting to slowly find out what they want to be, what their utilities will be over time. It's a lot easier to find new ways to provide utility when you have a really vocal group, and Volt Inu has a super vocal base. So let's dive in first to their chart. We can see here we have come way down with the overall market, but this, in my opinion, is an opportunity here. Volt has been a mainstay here. Again, a community token that has been around for a while. This is their V2 launch, so don't let that fool you. It only dates back to April, but remember they had their V2 migration pretty recently. I think this is a great opportunity. I am still hanging on to my Volt. I have not sold any of it personally, not financial advice. Of course, you've got to do your own due diligence, do your own homework. But this is super impressive. They just had their 25th centralized exchange listing in a matter of basically a half a year. That is insane. 25 centralized exchanges have listed Volt Inu. Only one other asset has done that. That is ApeCoin. That is insane. That is just crazy for a community token to have that much success with centralized exchanges this early on. Now, this is a big tweet here that came out yesterday. We've been working on new utilities, new centralized exchanges, tier 1 partnerships, sponsorship and marketing, but barely anything has been released yet. Probably nothing. So I am most excited. I'm excited about all of these things they listed. New exchanges are great. Tier 1 partnerships, I want to know more about that. But I'm really excited about new utilities. What could that be? I am fascinated by that. And with that being said, let's jump over to their website. It says here, Volt is a hyperdeflationary token whose aim is to invest in multiple asset classes, such as NFTs, which is already on their roadmap, nodes, altcoins, staking, and farming of stable coins. Maybe the tier 1 partnership could be somewhere in this area. I don't know exactly. They do have a play to earn game, so they have some utility already, mainly the NFTs and the play to earn. But I think they're going to get into something else. At least that is the hint that I'm getting from this tweet. Okay. And I wonder if these new utilities have anything to do with this tier 1 partnership. I don't know exactly. But it says this investment diversity allows to mitigate the risk while taking advantage of the possible non-correlated growth of the trending assets. Volt is intended to be hyper-deflationary. Profits made on treasury investments are then used to buy back and burn Volt tokens. Speaking of the burn, they've talked about creating new ways to burn Volt, creating new mechanisms for burning. That tweet just came out recently, and it's right above here. And I think it's right. Where is it? I think it's somewhere right up in here. Might have just passed it up. Volted. Here we go. As of today, we have 3 burn mechanisms. It'll be interesting to see how many we'll have by the end of the year. So that is definitely something else they want to do because it feeds into that hyper-deflationary token metric. They want to continue to find ways to buy back and burn Volt tokens. And Volt has implemented an automatic 2% burn tax on ETH and another 4% burn tax on BSC. The merger of these mechanisms guarantees a continuous rising floor due to the decrease of the circulating supply. So a lot to look forward to. I think I'm most excited about seeing what they do in terms of these new utilities. That I think will drive this project to new heights. Of course, centralized exchanges are great. NFTs are great. A strong community is great. Play to earn is awesome. But I want to see what these new utilities are. I am very interested about that. And let me know what you think about all this down below. What do you think the new utilities could be for Volt Inu? Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. And as always, keep volting. I will see you in the next video.